So we've just come back from the show, and we're going for a live interview here to see what the manager is going to say, and here we go. And the manager of this fabulous show.
I'm trying to clean my room. Seriously, I'm so aggravating. I've got to flipping pause this just so I can flipping hear you.
Well, I was just going to ask you what your thoughts were on Lando Norris.
Yeah, he won. Woohoo!
Okay.
I mean, I called it, so I said he would win.
I think she might be in a bad mood, so we'll just go.
I can hear you. These things, yeah, they may be noise reduction or whatever they're called, but I can still hear you when you whisper.
Okay. Well, congratulations on Lando, and I just thought I'd, you know, come and see the chief live supporter. And I've just got a bollocking. Anyway, we have got the
Can I clean my
microphone on.
I'm in the zone. Once I'm in the zone, I actually need to do it.
Wow. Have a nice life. Anyway, that is all from Bollocks News. Over and out. Well, good. Hello, Internet. That's the way to start a video. Hello, Internet. Well, I've got a bit of a mechanical issue with the vixen. It's not been charging, so I've ordered a new stator plate because I checked the voltage out of a couple of the pins, and I think it was about 6 volts, so I'm sure it's this. And I've just ordered it. I think it was 28 quid. It was £28, something like that. And I've just got to put the plug on the end, thread it through, and wire it up. But that's the stator plate itself. So if anyone doesn't know, these coils here are the 12 volt, well, not necessarily 12 volt, but they're the DC system, and the one that my thumb's on, the one that's wrapped, that one is AC. And I only recently found this out, that the AC system, so this is classed as an AC stator plate, because it can start without a battery to create a spark. So you do not need a battery for it to create a spark to start the motorbike, which is what this one is here. Let me hold that one there. That makes it an AC system, apparently, is what I found out. And I thought I'd just share that because that's an interesting bit of news for those that don't really get it. So all the others are obviously for creating 12 volts or whatever, 14 volts to do your lights. But if you're not, you know, if you haven't got lights or anything and you're just trying to get a spark, it's this thing, the one that's wrapped. But anyway, I've already took the motorbike apart, so I suddenly thought, oh, hang on a minute, I might do a video. So I'm now going to show you the motorbike in bits. I've tipped it on its side because I don't want to drain the engine all out. So she's on her side, partially on her side. I've got the stator plate all apart, and I'm about to unbolt it out of the system and put this new one in. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that because it can be an interesting bit of information if anyone's into repairs. So right, let's bring you back to that. So here we have the stator plate. The starter motor is in here. I've obviously took it out, and there's a stator plate which I've got to swap for the new one. And here's the motorbike on its side. Just laid it over a little bit, not too much so it don't get oil at the piston, because this is full of oil in here. So yeah, this cover is the side of the engine. Obviously sits just here. There's the back end of the starter. Yeah, and I've just unbolted that. You take that out, swap that round. I've got to thread this plug I've got to take it off because the new one's like that, look. And you thread the wires through the hole there. And then you can bolt your new stator plate in. And there, bolt it back together. So, let's get on with the old girl. By the way, I've never ever done one of these. This is my first time of doing this sort of thing. Probably ought to probably put a rag under here so it don't scratch that on the concrete. There we go. We have a nice bit of cushion. Look, put that on there, then hopefully it won't get scratched. I'm surprised I haven't got my impact gun out. I normally do everything with an impact gun. Not today, Richard. Not today. Back to the old ratchet. So the stator, the DC. Sorry, this is AC. This one. This part is AC. These are DC. That part's the AC, but it's classed as an AC system, I think. And that's obviously in line for where the wires come out. So there she is, she's loose. Put them there. I think this is supposed to have oil in here. This is why I took the motorbike on the side, because I think you have to drain the engine oil out. And I've recently serviced it. So I don't want to spend another 20 quid on oil. So we will leave it like so. I think we've just got to pull the pins back. Oh, I have took a picture. I have already took a picture of how it goes, so don't go ripping them out without memorising how they go. You put your screwdriver in there, just down the side there, push that in, it pushes the tab to the side, and then give it a wiggle, bit of a jiggy juggy. And with luck, they just pop out. There we go. And that can thread. Oh look, the whole lot comes out. So that all pushes out through there. I can see that being there we go. Oh, I haven't unbolted the other side. There's some sort of, I don't know what this is. Some sort of capacitor or something. So crack them. Yeah, and hopefully this will sort the charging. So it charges, kind of charges when you're not using any power, like for lights. So she'll run at like nearly 13, she will run at 13.2 volts. But as soon as you switch lights on, it just drops down to 12 and then 11, 10 till the battery's flat. So that's what this is not doing, I believe. I've checked the regulator and I don't think it's anything to do with that. So that's the old one. And we'll put the new one in. And hopefully this will be a cheap fix, I hope. We'll get a bit together, start her up and see what voltage we've got. Luckily enough, I've already put a like a USB charger on it, and it tells you the voltage. So next time I will know straight away if it's like, as soon as I switch the lights on, it will drop, which it was what it was doing. That's how I didn't find out like that. I found out by driving in the dark. I drove to work about 5 o'clock one morning, or drive back that night, and I thought the lights looked a bit dim, never thought nothing of it. The next day the motorbike started, but it was very lazy, and then on the way to work, I might as well have held a candle out. It wasn't, yeah, it was very poor. So I was like, that's the problem. So where does that go? I see that. Does that come over the top? Does that come over the top? No, that went underneath. It went underneath like that. I don't suppose it really matters. It's getting that in that there. That doesn't look fun. It's got like a slot. It's got like a slot in there, so you've got to like try and get it in, and then I don't know. I mean, I don't think that. No, they're moulded in there, so you've got to push it in, and it definitely comes in. Well, yeah, you can't bring it in the other way, so it has to go that way. Well, that's a bit silly, isn't it? I think you're doing something a bit better than that. But hey ho, you've got the challenges that you have. Oh, actually, it's not too bad. Look, just got pushing the white. Oh look, just got push in the right place. It's nearly there. I think the back side needs to get pushed in. Let's use that, because that's not so sharp. Let's just manipulate that. Oh, there we are. Yeah. All nicely sealed. There we go. Now we need to either go left or right with that, I believe. Probably to the right, underneath there. To the side, there we go. That plunk's on there. And then that. Oh no, it does go on top. I reckon that one's been put on wrong, because it's got dimples in it for it to sit in the casting. So that one's been put on wrong. Either that would have changed it, as they do. Right, let's get a smaller socket. That's the trouble with these, when you get big fingers, little sockets. Also, I have noticed when I took it apart that two bolts that hold the casing on are longer. And the longer bolts go where the dowel is, obviously because it's machined out on the engine as well, so the bolts are a bit longer, so they seat better. But I mean, this took, I don't know, 10 minutes to get off. It took me nearly as long to try and balance the motorbike on its side as what it did to do this. Look, we're better not do them too tight. They're only, don't want them coming loose, but they're only M8, M5s or 4s. I think they're 4s. Right, that's that. So now that sits on there. Look, there's a washer there. We'll put that back over the starter so that don't fall off when I push the starter back on. So yeah, there's that all in there. Yeah, not fair, I think. That just sits back on there. And then obviously I've got to put the plug bits in. So where's the long one? The long bolt is one at the bottom here and one at the side here. So we'll just drop it. Oh, crikey. There we go. So the long bolt goes there, and the other long bolt goes there, and then the rest are short bolts. My wife phoned me when I just took this apart. I was taking this apart and said dinner would be 25 minutes. I don't know what time she rang me, but I'll have a look in a minute. But I'm hoping just to quickly get this together, just to see if it is this. Whiz her up. There is also a little bolt. Where is it? It's under here. I'll take the gear stick. There's one under the starter. So under the cap here, you have to take that off. I should torque these, I suppose, but we'll do it to, yeah, about there. Not overly tight. Yeah, that'll do, sort of. Torque. Right, and we'll just go around checking them. So yeah, that's about there. That's about there. If we do it like that, you can roughly get the same pressure. About that. So then this is the starter pack. That sits back in there, like so. Oh, actually, oh, there she is. Put that back on there. And there's a little dimple here, a little cutout, and I think that's to let oil splash in there to lubricate it. So make sure you get that the right way around. Simple little things like that. I mean, most people probably won't even work on their bike, but yeah, she's gone. It's got an O-ring there in it. You've just got to get it right. So we're just about there. We can stand it back up. got to put the plug on. Where's my phone? Oh, my phone's on the floor still. There we go. I was underneath the motorbike when I realised all I'd done is undone them bolts round here, and then I realised that I needed to undo the starter motor. And then my wife rang, and that was 6:03. So that took 25 minutes. And I've never done it before, so right now we need the picture of the plug. So we get this plug, we hold that, and we have yellow in the bottom corner. So that way round, click it in, then we have pink, second one in. Oh, I think probably ought to come over the top. And then we have blue and white on the far side, like so. And then black and red top, because there's the latch. Latch is there, and the green in the middle. And now we can plug, before we put all this other stuff back on, we can plug that into the wiring loom, which is connected to the regulator, which is there, and we can just start it up. I've just got to put this starter motor bolts back in. We'll leave this stuff off for a minute, stand her up and see what we've got. So now we just put the starter motor bolts back in from this side, and that's saved taking all that off. I'll give a chance for the oil to run back down on the engine, and we'll just grab the keys, because I haven't even put them in ignition. Right. The only thing is, I don't know if it's in gear. No, we're in neutral. Still 14.6. What a beast. A gorgeous sunset. Look at that, look, so brilliant. Hey, what a result. So I'll get a gorgeous sunset, and now I've actually can see at night on my motorbike. I've got some lights. I've got bloody lights! Woohoo! Yeah, at least I can take her home at night now. Yeah. Right, anyway, I better get home for my tea, and then I'll come back to work and get some other bits sorted out. Thanks for watching.